John, do stay with us. We have further updates from the West Asian region. Displaced Palestinians in central Gaza stated that the United Nations' recent inquiry into Israel's actions came too late. They emphasized that Israel has been committing mass killings and using terror tactics against the Palestinian people for a long time. Now let's take a listen in to what some of them said.
إن إسرائيل ارتكبت مجازر بحق الشعب الفلسطيني في قطاع غزة. نعم صحيح، هذا الكلام يجب أن يكون من زمان اتخذت الأمم المتحدة مثل هذا القرار، لأنه طبعا إسرائيل ارتكبت في حق الشعب الفلسطيني مجازر جماعية بشكل يومي، واستخدمت جميع الأساليب من إرهاب وخوف وتدمير وجوع وعطش ونزوح.
بأن العالم يكيل بمكيالين، وأن الديمقراطية الأوروبية والأمريكية قد سقطت في وحل غزة. الآن أصبح واضحا للعالم بأن إسرائيل ترتكب إبادة جماعية تجاه الغزيين. هذا أمر أعتقد بأنه مهزلة حقيقية. لنا منذ سنتين نموت، دماؤنا تراق في الشوارع، أعراضنا في الشوارع، نساؤنا أطفالنا في الشوارع، ننزح بدل المرة الواحدة 1000 مرة، وما زلنا حتى الآن ننزح ولم يرنا أحد. اليوم رأونا.
The UN Commission of Inquiry's report was issued on the same day as Israel announced a ground operation in Gaza City. It concluded that Israel's actions amounted to genocide, accusing Israeli officials, including Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, of incitement. Israel, however, rejected the report as scandalous and politically biased. We are once again joined by John Rossomando to discuss this further. John, there's multiple things to unpack here from this report. Of course, everyone sees the images coming out of the Gaza Strip. There are 4 out of 5 points here which hit the 1948 Genocide Convention against a national, ethnic, racial or religious group. In this case, of course, the Palestinian people. The points in this report included killing members of a group, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group, deliberately inflicting conditions of life calculated to bring about the destruction of this group, and imposing measures intended to prevent births. Your reaction to this report? Israel says it's false, and the Foreign Ministry has entitled the authors of it anti-Semitic. Your thoughts on Israel's response to said report?
Well, I think the number one thing to start off with is the fact that the United Nations is a pro-Palestinian entity in this conflict. It is not unbiased. You have Francesca Albanese, the UN reporter on Gaza, ultimately supporting Hamas. I think that you also have to include the fact that the Arab states like Egypt will not allow Gazans to leave Gaza and to go elsewhere. I mean, so that's why you have such high of a death toll. Plus also, Hamas has built military tunnels and facilities underneath the streets of Gaza that have been used for military purposes. So I think this genocide ruling is simply propagandistic and biased.
Okay, thank you very much, John. Do stay with us as we have some breaking news coming in. US President Donald Trump has said that the Hamas group will be in big trouble if they use Gaza hostages as human shields. Trump spoke as Israel launched a large ground offensive against Gaza City. Earlier today, Defense Minister Israel Katz posted on X, "Gaza is burning." Let's listen in to what Trump had to say. Okay, apologies, we seem to have some technical issues there. John, I want to get your response to this. Donald Trump threatening Hamas with his words. We can also bring into this conversation his response to Israel's attacks on Doha, Qatar. A light condemnation of Israel, although light, it was very much there. But Donald Trump, of course, doubling down on his position towards Hamas. Can I get your response on how the United States could be involved in this conflict if it's not just to supply further military aid to Israel?
Well, I just look at what President Trump is saying, and I just hear it as a lot of rhetoric. I don't hear any substance of doing anything more to hold Qatar responsible for its harboring of Hamas, which began under the Obama administration. I mean, Hamas has killed American citizens. So shouldn't we be, filing charges to try to get those leaders extradited to the U.S.? I think that President Trump condemned the Israeli action to a certain degree, and even the Mossad had issues with Netanyahu's strategy against Gaza, against Hamas and Qatar, which ended up missing its target.
Yes, John, thank you very much for joining us here on the program. I believe we do have that bite. Let's take a listen in to the US president.
I hear Hamas is trying to use the old human shield deal, and if they do that, they're going to be in big trouble. They're going to be in big trouble. They put it out 2 days ago that they're going to use the hostages as human shields. That's something that hasn't been done for a long time. If they put the hostages in front of them, Hamas, as protection, as what they call them bodyguards, Hamas is going to have hell to pay.
Now we move over to Europe next, where US President Donald Trump